So I'm not going to be doing any more honest anime trailer live reactions because the channel that actually created them, well, they can't do it anymore. However, today it's time to check out 107 Naruto facts that I don't know about. Now, I probably won't show you guys all 107 facts, but I'm going to try my best to show you guys every single one. The ones that are interesting, at least. Now,
Sasuke Uchiha is named after Sasuke Sarutobi, the father of the third Hokage. Sasuke Sarutobi
I knew that.
is in turn named after a famous Japanese literary character. Number 2.
I did know that.
Wasn't always going to be a ninja. At first, the creator intended for him to use a form of magic instead of ninjutsu, but he decided this was
Damn, this shit was gonna turn out like Fairy Tail?
Number 3. At one point, the Naruto anime was almost canceled because an organization was displeased with the series' high death count. They issued a
Get the
complaint
fuck outta here.
requesting that one of the show's sponsors pool their funding. Well, then they saw the ratings and were like, you know what? Money is awesome, let's stick with this. Number 4. That being said, Naruto himself has technically only killed one person canonically. It was Yura, a Jonin who impersonated Itachi. Number 5.
I forgot about that.
First chapter of the manga, Choji's father can be seen in a panel as part of the group that wanted Naruto killed. Naruto fans know the name of the character's favorite ramen shop. It's Ichiraku, and actually exists in real life. It's a ramen shop in Kyushu, located
That looks so good.
that Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, attended.
Oh man, I gotta go there.
Shikamaru's IQ is over 200. That's higher than Stephen Hawking, Bill Gates, and Einstein. Number 8.
That's crazy.
A scroll hanging in Sasuke's room reads Director Date, in reference to the director of the anime. It was changed in the anime to read Kishimoto Sensei, in reference to the original creator. Number 9. If you watch the American version of the anime, you may be wondering why Asuma's always walking around with unlit cigarettes in his mouth.
I never think about that shit because I don't think about
In the
Asuma.
original Japanese version was actually edited out. Number 10.
Aw.
In Japanese, Naruto's catchphrase is Databayo. It has no translatable meaning and became Believe It in the English dub of the anime, which fell out of use.
Some languages just have words that English can't translate.
Get her done, which was already taken. Number 11. Naruto inherited his habit of Databayo from his mother Kushina, who would say,
Man, say them
"Databayo,"
shits correctly,
when
dude.
excited or angry. His son Boruto has inherited from him and ends his sentences with Datebasa. I don't know what any of that means. Many of Kakuza's techniques are named after Mecha from the very first Gundam series, Mobile Suit Gundam.
Now that's cool.
Kishimoto watched the series as a child. Number 18. Actually, Kishimoto has also revealed that his favorite female character is Hinata. Number 19. The tallest shinobi in the Konohagakure is
I knew that.
Marino.
Ibiki.
He's 6'4" and weighs 194 pounds. Number 20.
He's even taller than Jiraiya.
Number 21. The seal on Neji's forehead differs between the anime and manga. In the manga, it resembles a manji or swastika, which is Hindu and Buddhist symbol.
It actually means peace.
Association with Nazism, it was changed to an X in the anime. Number 22.
I'm glad they did.
Hard to imagine Sanji from the ever-popular One Piece as anything other than a Sanji, but he was almost a Naruto. Oda hates
No way.
the blonde
No
pirate
way.
Naruto because of his curly eyebrows, but with the series Naruto being released around the same time, things changed.
Oh, imagine if we called him Naruto and we thought of him as
Planned
Naruto.
on releasing it overseas from the get-go. They sought out music that featured many traditional Japanese instruments, such as the taiko, shakuhachi, and shamisen, with the goal of bringing forth a more unfamiliar experience for non-Japanese viewers. Number 24. The legendary Sannin, Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru are actually taken from a classic Japanese legend titled
The Galen.
Gogetsu Monogatari.
The Galen
or
thing.
The Tale of the Goliath Jiraiya.
Goliath. My bad. That's my bad.
After the folk story. Number 25. In the anime, there's a scene where Konohamaru and Naruto enter an adult magazine store for inspiration. This scene
Yeah.
place in the manga. Number 27. Naruto's original Japanese voice and his English voice are both provided by female actresses. Number 28. The protective headbands worn in the series actually came into existence just because of Naruto's goggles. Kishimoto revealed in an interview that he created the forehead protectors because Naruto's goggles took too long to draw each week.
Wow, this lazy fuck.
Masashi Kishimoto came up with Naruto's name while eating ramen. Naruto is short for Narutomaki, which is a type of kamaboko with a pink
I've tasted that. I don't like it that much, actually.
topping for ramen, and boy is it good. Number 32, Kishimoto is a fan of The Matrix and drew inspiration from the lead character, Neo, when creating Gaara. Number 33, he also drew inspiration from the film for a number of the series' outfits. Number 34, Might Guy is named after Might Senpuji and Gai Shishio, the hot-blooded protagonists of Might Gaine and Gao Gaiar, respectively. Number 35, Rock Lee is of course an homage to Bruce Lee. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000.
Self-explanatory.
I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Number 36, the character Mifune is a samurai.
Mifune.
Calls Kurosawa. He was named after Japanese.
Does this guy watch Naruto or did he just like find random facts?
Portrayals of samurai in a number of Akira Kurosawa's films. Number 37, whenever an Akatsuki member had to take his robot...
You know, Hidon has lighter hair. This guy doesn't watch it, he just took random pics.
Number 39. It's hard to tell because of how hoarse his voice is, but Orochimaru is actually voiced by a woman in Japan. Number 40.
I didn't know that.
Had no plans to show Suigetsu or Jugo fighting, but his publisher mandated that he do so. You know what we need? More violence. Number 41. In 2003, Kishimoto got married and had children. After becoming a parent, Kishimoto gave Kushina and Minato larger roles and a greater backstory. They became more heroic and self-sacrificing and were able to meet...
So his marriage actually helped the story.
Based on his own experience as a father, Kishimoto wanted Naruto to make contact with his parents and the feelings they would give rise to. Number 43. Speaking of Akira, without it, we may not have even gotten Naruto. During middle school,
Get out of here.
Was losing interest in drawing and focused on sports instead. But after seeing one of the movie posters for Akira, his passion was reignited.
I did not know that. What?
To the drawing board. Number 44. As a child, Kishimoto was unable to afford issues of Weekly Shonen Jump and borrowed the magazine from his friend instead. Now he's the creator of one and its most popular series of all time, and they're paying him. Talk about
a lot of millions, too.
45, it's no surprise that Kishimoto became a mangaka. Even as a baby, he was drawing on walls with his own poop. Okay, well, maybe there's a little TMI there, Kishimoto-sensei, we didn't need to know that. Number 46, Naruto's passion for ramen actually comes from Kishimoto himself. Number 48, Kishimoto decided from the very start of the series...
Look at his face.
Firearm-style weapons or vehicles in the world of Naruto.
Actually, there are some, I believe.
From Okoyama.
There are some. I'd have to research it, but I think there are.
His grandparents' wartime stories influence his portrayal of war in Naruto. Number 50.
I don't see that in Naruto.
And Gaara have a whole lot in common. Both their fathers are Yondeime, their mothers died when they were born, and they both enjoy taking care of plants. Naruto's hobby is watering plants, and Gaara likes taking care of cacti. After the time skip, they're the same height and weight, and they both have a desire to fight Sasuke. If you add the month and the day of each of their birthdays, you'll get 20 both times.
Wow.
They're both Jinchuriki and have been since
That's
they
cool.
were babies, and none of this is coincidence. Kishimoto did it all intentionally to make Gaara the foil of Naruto. Because Masashi and Seishi have been drawing together since they were children, their styles are quite similar. They've actually been accused numerous times of plagiarizing one another for both art and story.
It's kind of like Hiro and Oda, except they're not brothers.
That his fans stop calling Seishi a copycat. Number 57. Way to toy with your readers, Kishimoto. The creator of Naruto has admitted that he planted false leads on numerous occasions to tease fans.
Man, you didn't even have to say that shit, we knew.
Number 58. Kakashi's face has been one of the most persistent mysteries of the series from the very start. But the wait is over. The manga tie-in story Book of Wind finally revealed what's under the mask. It's actually the same face Pakun suggested in the manga Omega,
which a lot of people were disappointed with.
Number 59. Kishimoto's early plans for Naruto differed completely from what we know and love today. For one, Naruto
is that how Naruto's supposed to look?
Urban fantasy setting and would include modern fashion and technology. The pilot for the series
was a
murder investigation by police.
Yo, I need to review that pilot.
Back from Naruto's current incarnation. Number 60. Rather than having a fox demon sealed inside him, Naruto was going to be a reincarnation of the nine-tailed fox. And rather than having the fourth Hokage seal away the demon, 9 powerful men committed the deed. Of the 9, 1 survived to become a grumpy old man of high standing who Naruto called Chief. Based on their similarities, it's clear that he paved the way.
The third Hokage.
Number 61. The cast of the early pilot also differed a lot from the final version. Most of the main characters from the pilot aren't even in the series.
Well, I mean, no shit.
Some early concept art did.
They weren't in the series in part 1 either.
Kakashi, Iruka, Hinata, Ibiki, Anko,
Hinata.
and the aforementioned grandpa.
Don't ever say Hinata.
Third Hokage. Number 62.
It's Hinata.
Kishimoto felt that the story wasn't going anywhere, so his editor advised him to introduce a rival for Naruto. This, of course, led to the creation of Sasuke Uchiha. and also Sakura, and most of the rookies actually. Number 63. The Akatsuki members were all intended to resemble monsters with little to no human qualities. This is more noticeable in some of the members, but all have various traits that distance them from humanity. Konan, for example, can turn into paper, and Sasori is actually a puppet. Some, like Itachi and Kisame, developed more sympathetic qualities as they went on.
Kisame developed sympathetic qualities? Not really. I mean, sorta, but not really.
But whoops, when chapter 700 rolled around, Kishimoto forgot to draw them with it. Himawari has since developed the Byakugan, but it's up in the air as to whether or not Boruto will...
He will. I'm telling you guys, he will.
Best, though. He wouldn't resemble Naruto as much without those big baby blue eyes. Number 65. Rock Lee is the character who Masashi Kishimoto has the most fun drawing. And why wouldn't he?
Because he's so simple to draw.
Avatar. Number 66. Sai's favorite word is nakama, which translates to comrades.
Nakama.
Or bro. Number
Nakama.
67. His hobbies are drawing and calligraphy, and his favorite food is momen tofu. His least favorite food is mitarashi dango. Naruto's outfits were based on clothes Kishimoto himself wore when he was younger. Number 70.
Damn, bro, you ain't got no style.
The most with Naruto out of all the characters in the series. He said that his
I think most of us do.
quite similar to Naruto's years in the academy. Number 74. Naruto's favorite phrase is miso chashu omori. In English, this means a large serving of miso ramen with roasted pork fillet. Not hard to guess where he's using.
I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat pork, so...
When Naruto was created, his birthday, October 10, was Health and Sports Day in Japan. However, in 1999, the holiday was moved to the second Monday of October. Take notes, America, we need another holiday. Number 76.
What kind of fact is that?
Naruto was the shortest of the Konoha 11, but ultimately, he became the tallest of the
No,
group
Sasuke.
at 180
Sasuke's
centimeters.
taller.
That being said, Sasuke isn't
Oh.
included in the Konoha 11 and ends up 2 centimeters taller than his
Well, he
rival.
still is part of the Konoha
Can't
11.
win them all, Naruto. I'm sorry, bud. Number 77. If you've got sharp eyes, you may have spotted Naruto in One Piece. No way. In the background
Last chapter,
on the cover
weak.
page of the manga's 766th chapter, the person behind Nami is implied to be Naruto himself. He's wearing a Chengpao with the Konoha symbol on it and is eating Luffy's favorite food, meat. Luffy, in turn,
Luffy.
is eating Naruto's favorite food.
Luffy.
When the Shinobi World War arc was taking place, the relationship between Sasuke and Naruto had developed into something similar to that of Vegeta and Goku
That is
in
true as
Dragon Ball.
fuck.
Number 81. Kishimoto paid special attention to make sure Sasuke didn't get too emotional because he was meant to be Naruto's opposite. His character type was that of a cool genius. Number 82. Throughout the series run, Sasuke has consistently been the most difficult character for Kishimoto to draw. Despite this, he's become the creator.
That's why so many people like him, because he has like a badass character design.
The creator initially tried to keep Sasuke's hair short to minimize his drawing time. As the series went on, Sasuke's hair grew longer and longer and longer, along with the
Shit, you could just give the man a haircut.
He was like a rock star. Number 84. Sasuke's hobbies are training and taking walks. Not too exciting, to be honest. His favorite foods are omusubi and okaka, and tomatoes. His least
Kaka.
favorite foods are natto and pretty much anything sweet.
Nato.
Did you know that Sasuke is
I'm
actually
terrible.
ambidextrous? Typically punching and using Chidori with his left hand and then wielding his sword with his right. When asked to raise his dominant arm by Hagoromo, though, he chose his left. Number
Are you sure?
86. Kishimoto didn't
I don't think that means that much, but I don't
to
know.
be the series heroine. In fact, he's said multiple times that he still has a hard time viewing her as such. He chalks it up to his own inability to draw good heroine characters. Number 87. Kishimoto created Sakura as a girl with an inability to understand men, which was the best example of a heroine.
She doesn't understand anybody. What are you talking about?
That was somewhat irritating but well-intentioned. Kishimoto has grown fond of Sakura and feels that her personality traits are common among all people, giving her a real sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 92. Kishimoto has said that out of Team 7, Sakura would make the best ninja instructor. I totally agree, by the way. He's also said
Really?
that she's the closest to being normal
Really,
in
bro?
our team, despite having flaws in her personality. Well, when two crazies like Naruto and Sasuke are your competition, it's like, yeah. Number 93. Some other possible names for Kakashi included Kuwa, Kama, Botan, and Inoki. Respectively, they mean ho, scythe, peony, and nettle tree.
I'm glad Kakashi was chosen.
Number 94. Because of the schedule constraints of writing a weekly manga, there was no way Kishimoto could have everything planned out in advance. I mean, Naruto ran for a whopping 15 years. And unlike some other creators, Kishimoto rarely took pauses to research. As a result, there's a lot of retconning, contradictions, and plot holes in the series. Naruto,
Name one.
the Seinfeld of anime. No, actually, Naruto would be like the Lost of anime. Number 95. The original plan was to make Itachi just as evil as he seemed. Kishimoto only thought of making him an anti-villain later on, which better explains why Itachi would mentally torture his oh-so-beloved brother Sasuke for literally 24 hours straight. Number 96.
That is kind of fucked up.
Actually the only tailed beast that Kishimoto originally planned for. The other Jinchuriki were conceived later. This is why when Shukaku is introduced, he's only described as being similar to the Kyuubi. It's also why no one seemed to know what a Jinchuriki is earlier in the series, despite the fact that they're clearly established later as a major part of the Naruto universe. Minato's favorite food was Kushina's cooking. Number 106. Minato's favorite
that shit
phrase
free.
was the fire's shadow illuminates the village. Kushina's was don't give up until the very end. Number 107! When Masashi Kishimoto was asked what he hopes readers will take away from this series, he said, "In real life, it's hard for people
look
to
at
understand
Choji.
each other because of things like differences in culture or upbringing. As you grow up, you start to see that sometimes things in life don't go right. But I created Naruto to tell the younger generation that although there's hardship in life, you can get along. Other than that, I would rather let the audience themselves find out what they can get from Naruto." I think I just teared up.
There were some interesting facts on this list, like I was never aware that Choji's father was a part of that crowd that was scolding Naruto at the beginning of the series that made him depressed as fuck, that almost made him suicidal, like big middle finger to you, bruh. On the other hand, some of these pronunciations were absolutely atrocious, like Hinata, like fucking Nakama. Come on, you can do some better research than that. What I will say, however, is that I gotta review that first pilot. I've never reviewed it and I've actually never read it. That's really exciting, and this is completely separate from that Mario special that Kishimoto wrote, you know, the mafioso ish.